Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joshua and this is Joshua's Football Way. Make sure you smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 100 subscribers on this channel. And please leave a positive comment down below. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. That's it. So yeah, today we're talking about Donny van de Beek. Is his career going to be rejuvenated at Manchester United? And what do we think? Firstly, I will say the mismanagement of Donny van de Beek has been an absolute disgrace at Manchester United. The way we use Donny van de Beek at this club is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is a guy, in 2018, he played his best football under Erik ten Haag, brought into this club, and he was turned into a bench warmer. It's an absolute disgrace. Donny van de Beek, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never wanted Donny van de Beek, right? We bought Donny van de Beek. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never wanted him. And this is where all these issues goes back to the board and the people making these incompetent decisions at this football club. This club, we keep on imposing signings on managers. I'm not saying Donny van de Beek is not a good player. He's a world-class player. He's better. He's better than probably, after Fred and Pogba, he's the best midfielder we've got. Donny van de Beek. He's better than Fred, better than Tommy. He's even better than Mata. But the thing is, right, Oli never used him. And I felt his misuse and his mismanagement was an absolute disgrace. There were games that Donny van de Beek deserved to play. He deserved to play those games, but he never played. Oli kept on doing crap. He kept on playing this ridiculous style of football where you have to have two CDMs literally protecting Maguire and Lindelof. That's what Oli was doing. He was busy grinding our result last year, and we literally overachieved last year. This season, he wanted to do the same old shit, but it couldn't work. Donny van de Beek, I feel under Erik ten Haag, he will flourish because he knows the system. He knows how these things work under Erik ten Haag. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Erik ten Haag comes in and says, hey, Donny, you're playing 10. Bruno, you're going to bench. If he does that, jog on. Give him the power. Let him do anything. Because at this point, we can't keep on making the same mistakes we've made in the last 9 years. We need to actually sit back now and do the right thing. Donny van de Beek, I think Donny van de Beek under Erik ten Hag, right? He's going to be a different breed of a player. I'm very sure he's even going to be one of the most of those players who are going to actually flourish and actually, implement and be fit into that system. Because he knows how the system works. That's what I'm saying. If Erik ten Hag comes in, give him the power. He needs the power. He needs power at that football club because Mourinho said it, Van Gaal said it. The player power at this football club, it's absolutely ridiculous. We give players too much power. Way too much power. There was a news yesterday, I think it was coming from the Daily Star, if I can remember vividly. It said Cristiano Ronaldo wants Antonio Conte to be the Manchester United manager. And I saw the news and I'm like, oh my God. I could not give a shit if you were Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, all these great players. I could not give a shit. You're there to play football. You're there to be implemented in the manager system. You should not have a say. Especially all these Man United bottle jobs this season. This season, they've been an absolute shit. They should not have any power at that club. Any. Because they've been an absolute disgrace. They down tools, they checked out, and they couldn't even be asked. So they should not have a say in the next manager. They shouldn't. That decision should be left and made by the people who handle the footballing decisions at that club, not those bunch of bottle jobs at that club, those players. I couldn't even care what they want. Most of them want Pochettino because Pochettino is literally a muppet. He's literally the man who is going to be sat there on his ass, reading them bedtime stories, giving them milk to drink before they sleep. Because they don't want Ten Hag, because he wouldn't do any of that. Erik Ten Hag is going to come into this club and demand standards. He's going to come into this club and demand standards. If you ain't good enough, get out. That's the ruthlessness we need at this club at this point. We've had loads of shit players. We've recruited shit. We've done bad in the last 9 years. If we make another mistake with Erik Ten Hag, we're done. We are literally done. Because I don't see any manager coming back in here to actually make this work if Erik Ten Hag doesn't work. So at this point, we can't afford this to slip up. We can't afford to slip it up. We've got to do the right thing. And absolutely, I'm telling you now, we have to do the right thing. And we also have to give Erik Ten Hag the power. He needs it. He needs the right structure behind him. He doesn't need arms tied behind his back. Because that's what we've been doing at this club for the past 9 years. Even under Sir Alex. But I will say one thing straight away. I'm really happy that we did not go the Pochettino route. Because we all know there is player power at that club. There's certain ex-players who have power at that club that we think they don't, but they do have power at that club. And I'm really happy we're ignoring the ex-player route, we're ignoring the Pochettino route to go for a completely and utterly different route entirely. Because I've got ex-players, right? Most of them, all of them, I've listened to so far. Paulins, Roy Keane. I mean, Roy Keane wanted Simeone. Let's get Roy Keane out of this. Gary Neville, Nicky Bott, all these Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand. All these ex-players, all of them wanted Pochettino. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because they don't know anything about Erik Ten Hag. And that's lazy punditry. It is lazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't have an opinion. You have to have an opinion. Life is about opinion. And you're entitled to your opinion, right? But ex-players, it's high time we should stop listening to ex-players. And I'm very happy we didn't listen to them. Because, God, if we appointed Pochettino, oh my days, oh my absolute days, what are we doing? If we appoint Pochettino, what are we doing? What are we literally doing? But now, we've gone for the Erik Ten Hag. We've gone the right way. We've said bye-bye to the last 9 years of failure. We are going in a brand new direction. And what I'm saying is this. Back to Donny van Beek. Donny van de Beek will come into this club in the summer. He will play. He will be given game time. And that's what we all want. We don't want this bullshit where you keep on playing the same players. You play them until they're knackered. No. Next season, if we're moving on to Ten Hag now, next season, I think we should get Europa League football this year. We should. Because at this point, we need Europa League football. Because if you're asking Erik Ten Hag, with this squad, that ain't even good enough, they ain't even intelligent enough to perform Ralph Rangnick's philosophy. They're not intelligent enough. They're checked out. Now, tell me, how the bloody hell will they implement in Erik Ten Hag's system? Next year, we're still going to struggle because we're left with this shit. We're literally left with this swamp of shit at this club that we don't need. And that's why I'm saying next season is going to be hard, because from the top of my head, there are 9 players who will leave this club. At least 7. Even after the 7 leave, we still got at least 5 left that they ain't good enough. They're just plain, they ain't good enough. If you add the 7 or the 9 plus 5, that's 14 players. We have a squad of over 25 players, senior players, over 30 senior players. And if we take 13 out of there, how many is remaining? That's why the first year of Erik Ten Hag, to ask for top 4, in my opinion, is going to be a big ask. Because let's be realistic, we're dog shit. We are really dog shit. Like, we're not good enough. We're just not good enough. We're not. This season, we've got Varane, Ronaldo, Sancho, Bruno, all these world-class players, and we're not even in a bloody top 6 race. We've lost to everything. We drew with Southampton. We drew with Southampton twice this season. We drew with Burnley. Now, after we play Norwich tomorrow, we're going to go to the Emirates. We're also going to go to Anfield. This season, next season, we're going to see more of the same. That's the reality. We are going to see more of the same. Because the reality is, these players, it's high time we start being ruthless with most of them. We need to stop being ruthless. Smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. I'll speak to you guys very soon. Take care. Have a lovely Good Friday. And happy Easter to all of you watching. And I wish you have a great weekend and a great Easter break. Take care. And I'll speak to you guys very soon. Thank you.